Hi everyone, this is Bic Benedict. We're on the Temple of Delphi, not to be confused with the Tower of Delphi, which we did 2 chapters ago, so I discarded that weapon right there because I wanted this one. And we have a boss fight up ahead. It's the Cerberus boss fight, which you should be familiar with if you've played God of War 3. These guys were in Hades. So it's just one guy here, and you will have little mini dogs eventually, but I like to just charge this guy right away. You notice he can teleport, so the best thing to do is to do the Olympic Fury move on this guy by pressing the square button 4 times, you see, right there, bam, then block, do it again, and build up your meter, and then ignite a charge into him by pressing L3 and R3. And the reason I declined to mount this guy right now because there was no dogs around. When he casts up his purple barrier right there, you can't attack him. When the dogs are around, if you want the iframes, go ahead and pick them up by grappling onto them and then kicking them at him. All you need to do is just press the R1 button, and then it'll just auto kick them at him. So here I'm just doing the Olympic Fury move, 2 Olympic Fury moves, and then a couple more quick attacks will get your charge all the way up for your rage meter. What else to say about this guy? The first attack, when he teleports, you can block it, and I think maybe even the second attack is blockable, but then you will need to dodge because he's going to do a ground pound that sends a pretty deep shockwave out into the environment that's going to damage you severely. So you can also, if you mount this guy and you don't want to do the pressing the square and triangle to do fire attacks, you can just press the O button to just jump off of him. I will be doing it presently. Another attack that he does that you can block is when he breathes fire, so just simply block it. So now I cast magic right there, so you can do it in the air. So he's going to put up his barrier again. What else? So you see, sometimes I just evade out of the way when I know he's teleporting to me. Other times I just put up my guard, and then let the first 1 or 2 hits hit me, and then dodge away. So right there, he kind of caught me off guard. I was trying to see where the dog was for a moment there. And so I believe the dogs will expire. But I know you have to. It is a good idea to, when you get the white halo over him, it is a good idea to jump on him and then to deal with the dogs by doing by making the guy do attacks. So here I was doing the Olympic Fury, and it ended up doing that several times to my great displeasure right here. I don't know why it kept doing that. I think it was that's just the way it is when you're doing really well. And see, okay, so now I'm going to latch onto him, and now I'm going to press the circle button because I don't want to mess around with him. There's no point to be on him. Just throwing him like that deals good damage. So now I'm going to ignite another charge into him, and then he should be dead right here. Almost. There he goes. He's finished. And then there's just the tapping of the O button, and then we have defeated that first obstacle on Chapter 10. Okay, so after this transitional scene, you may observe that there are 2 red orb chests to the left and to the right of the lever that we're going to be pulling. So there's several Gorgon's eyes and phoenix feathers in this stage. No artifacts, so don't worry about those. We're going to be pulling this lever here and doing some puzzle solving and engaging in 2 battles, one of which is with a siren, and then the other battle is with a goatman captain and a lackey. So just one of those lackeys in training. He's not going to give us too much of a problem. But once we go up here, you want to go left. It's your only option to go left as far as progression is concerned. So go into this fountain here, and it's going to cause everything to decay. And this is what it's kind of a introduction to how the amulet of Ouroboros is going to work when we decay and heal things in the environment. So you don't have to smash the door over to the right, but it has items in it. So you definitely want to smash this main door here, and then head back. They give you ample time, and Here's a Gorgonite and Phoenix Feather in here, as well as a note from the Prophet Castor. So there we go, the first Gorgonite of a new set, as well as a new Phoenix Feather of a new set. It's nice when those things are in tandem. There's a very long cutscene up ahead, and I skipped it. Basically, it's with one of the bosses we're going to be facing in a few videos ahead. I'm not sure what video it's going to be, because I just do I do a session, I get a chapter done, then I just do the voiceover. I don't have like a collection of like videos that I do. Sometimes I have like 2 videos. I don't like to get like very many. I don't like to get bogged down by too many videos, because then I can't remember every little detail that I need to. And it's really important, because my mentality when I make guides is to talk about everything that's going on in the video that you're watching. So you get a choice which way you want to go here. I would just go right if I were you. I don't even think you have to go right if you don't want to, but you know, why wouldn't you? There's a ton of stuff over here. I mean, the camera panned that direction anyway, so we're going to go over here, and there's ample time to do all these things. And then here's the Goatman captain that I mentioned, and the lackey. So, like I also mentioned, he's just in training, so we'll be able to take him out pretty easily. Okay, so the best way to see how it says shield grapple right there. The best way to get the guy's shield off, and I wasn't even thinking about strategy when I did this. I was just in the mode, in battle mode. But when I had to replay this chapter actually, because I missed the treasure chest at the end of the chapter. It was a pain in the ass, but oh well. The best way to get the shield off this guy is to not even focus on him. What you do is you do a parry on the Goatman captain, and it'll get him into a stunned stance where he'll just, I think he's stunned for about 5 seconds, maybe a little bit longer, and then you could freely grab the shield off the other enemy. Yeah, it's a perfect way to do it. But I'm sorry I couldn't demonstrate it in this take, but this was the earlier take. And then after this we have a siren, and the sirens differ in this game. Wow, that was hardcore. They don't let you get out of that either, but at least you can block. But that guy's whipping the hell out of me. So here's a lackey. I'm gonna smash him into the wall, and then this guy's left. It's fun. It's incredibly fun to fight these guys. I can't tell you how fun it is to get that white halo over their head and then kind of fling them around. It's so fun, man. This game is so incredibly fun. I also like how when you use a rage attack by pressing the L3 and R3, if you miss it, you don't lose your opportunity to use it. If you try to do it and like an enemy puts up his shield like on the Cerberus, or if you just out and out miss him, they'll let you try it again. It's really generous. It's like one of the most considerate things I've ever seen in a game. Really thinking about the player. So now we're going to go. There is a puzzle in the other room, but in this room, I can't tell you how simple these actions are, destroying everything in here. But this is like the funnest thing I've ever done in video games, just smashing stuff. And I'm not being sarcastic. It's so fun. Orbs come out of sofa cushions. It's just they come out of the divans here. You see that pillow right there? There's a pillow right there. I wouldn't have gone on with my guide unless I smashed that pillow. I really wouldn't have. So I don't know. I just love smashing stuff. If there was no incentive to smash it, I wouldn't even smash it. But there's always going to be orbs coming to you. Okay, so with 4,300 orbs in our possession, now we're going to go down here to this other room, and these two halls, this hall and the other hall that we're going to go to next, they're similar, although the rooms are on the opposite side. So on here, they're on the right side. You want to collect a note in this room if you want to read it. then what you do is you see that little. I'm just going to smash things for the moment here, but you see the little groove in the where I'm at right now. That's where we're going to push a statue. I just wanted to make sure there's no more breakable objects anywhere in the vicinity. So you see, I was just demonstrating how there's those up there that we need to grab, and that platform falls. So what we need to do is, you can see it a little bit more clearly. That's another reason why I did it. So I wanted to show you that little notch in the concrete over there. That's where we're going to need to push this statue. So the statue's in this alcove here, and all you do is you just put it in the little slot. So it works really nicely. And then what's going to happen when we do our decaying of the time, that platform is going to fall on top of this guy's head. And even though I don't get up as quickly as I wanted to, I still made it. So it took a couple of jumps. Sometimes you can't line your jump up correctly, as I didn't right there. I think I got up right about now, and then I barely made it up there. So anyway, more loot up here. I don't know. The appeal of this game to me is mainly it's a real simple game, but it's simple in like just moving around from linear paths. But I like the complex combat system in this game and every God of War game. But it's that marriage of complexity and simplicity that just really appeals to my mind for some reason. I don't know. These games they're very appealing. I think a lot of smart people play these games. That's not to give myself, call myself smart, but I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I really don't know, like, the clientele that plays these games. Anyway, so sorry I got on a tangent there, and I should speak about strategy over here because this is the Siren battle, and we're facing this Siren for the first time in this game. So I know a pretty good strategy for dealing with these guys in God of War 3. What you would do is just launch yourself and them up in the air and then just spam the grab move over and over and over, and that would work. You can kind of do the same thing here, although when I say that, I don't mean that you can grab them in the air. You can't. I don't believe you can, but what we're going to do is just launch we're going to launch ourselves and her up into the air, and then just do a bunch of square attacks, kind of how we did when I did my guide and I was showing you guys how to deal with the Medusas. It's a very good technique, just to launch yourself and them up in the air, and then just go to town with square button attacks. It works really well. I think when they have like any kind of electricity, like magic attack brewing on their bodies, you could tell that kind of move. Like whenever they're trying to do magic, I think you can't launch them up in the air as successfully as you can if they're just going around like in their guys right now. You see how they don't have any like magic glowing around them? That's the best time to launch them up. But that's a pretty good strategy, and those guys are very problematic in the Trial of Archimedes, very much so. So you see how the hallway is the same, it's just that the rooms are on our left now. So interact with this here if you want to. I just interact here out of the courtesy for my viewers, just in case somebody wants to see it. I don't linger on them, but I just want to interact with all the environment stuff. So here's a box here, and now we're going to be coming back to this room, but I wanted to grab that chest first of all. And yeah, this auto-saving stuff kind of makes me irritated sometimes, because I didn't know about those two chests at the very end of the hallway, and I couldn't get back up, and if I wanted to restart the checkpoint, it would have been down below, and I had no option to get those chests, so I had to restart the entire chapter. It's, it just drives me crazy sometimes. But okay, so what we need to do is, you see that the pressure switch? You need to put that statue on there, and then you don't really have to break everything now. You could wait till later, but I just wanted to do it now. So you put the statue on there, then you interact with the mist, and then you need to push the statue off of the pressure switch, so get it completely off, and then run up here And then that's the way you're gonna do this, and then you're going to quickly do a evade roll through the open gate, and you get ample time. And then we're going to be pulling that crank once we get all these treasure chests, and then we're going to be smashing a bunch of objects. And then this chapter is almost over. There's no more enemies, but I just wanted to make sure that you guys don't make the mistake that I did, and then you would not be able to get those chests. I'm not sure if there's some kind of a way to get them afterwards, but I don't know. I don't want to have them missed. I just want to get them. So we're pulling the crank, and that keeps the doors open for us. And now we're going to be smashing some more objects. There's a lot of objects to smash in this game. They weren't really many that objects to smash in God of War 3. And there really needed to be, because I love that more than anything else. So move that out of the way. Now we're going to be going up to the other room, out of which I got those red orbs earlier. So go back in here, and then go on the mist, and then the floor is going to cave out. So jump down, and now you want to go to the other side. See where that cracked wall is? You want to get over there as fast as you can. And this chapter kind of bleeds into this, but I wanted to make sure that this footage was at the end of this video. So if you don't go in here fast enough, that door is going to be sealed and you can't open it. So you need to do that to get the Gorgon's Eye and the Phoenix Feather. And then for the rest of this video, all I'm going to be doing is going around and smashing these tombs, these graves here. These can all be smashed. It doesn't look like it. It's very sacrilegious. But, you know, if it's going to get me orbs, I'm going to do it no matter what. So you could also smash these two objects over here. I think there's some kind of different thing here. I don't know what it is. Some kind of statuary right here. So make sure you smash that one, and then this one right here. And then we're going to be smashing in this upper hallway here. There's tombs on all these, so smash all of them. I think there's about 8 or 10 of them, and they give you a lot of orbs, so you definitely want to get all those. And then in the next video, I apologize if kind of the videos went from chapter, and then there was that chapter title that popped in a while ago with the Catacombs of Delphi. Sorry about that, but I wanted to just wrap this chapter up right over here, and then the next video will start where we're getting the Souls of Hades element for our for our blades. Anyway, so make sure you do as thorough a job as I did, and then we'll go to the next video. Thanks. I'll see you there.